Claudia Banton walked calmly out of the 77th precinct and said nothing. Police say the same way she walked calmly back to her car after shooting Delia Johnson point blank in her head.
Execution style. Pause. Whenever a murder takes place this way with no regard for anonymity on the killer's part, no regard for safety of anybody else's life on the killer's part, no regard for anything, then you know it's probably a personal matter. And it turns out that this was a personal matter. But it doesn't matter at the end of the day, because what matters is the matter at hand.
The execution-style murder was caught on surveillance video, and the motive for the killing is still unclear, even to Johnson's family, who was inside the courtroom for Banton's arraignment.
It's a hard road. It's very hard. I don't know why.
After the murder 3 months ago in Crown Heights, Banton went on the run until detectives tracked her down last week in Florida.
Well, look at her. She's got her polo solo decked out.
Pix 11 News obtained this exclusive video.
Okay, fashion tour, Paris,
Banton being
New
led
York.
through JFK Airport Thursday. She's in shackles and
Now this looks like a pretty clear-cut case of jealousy to me. I don't know if this girl, they were best friends. The mom said that she raised them both damn near together. I don't know if this girl, the girl that got killed, R.I.P. the young lady, I don't know if she took, or was talking to this woman's boyfriend or girlfriend, or if they were in some type of love triangle relationship, or if they liked each other. I don't know what the deal was. But I do know, though, what I do know is that these types of stories aren't talked about a lot in our particular realm and sphere on YouTube. You know why? Because it doesn't fit the monetary narrative of a lot of these channels.
Sources say she hasn't said a word to detectives or showed any
Yeah, she's not the only one that hasn't said a word about these cases, but don't worry, we have plenty more to go.
remorse, something Johnson's mother can't believe because her daughter and Banton were once friends.
You see somebody you had your hand in raising that took my baby. I just don't understand it.
Banton is known to police with at least 9 prior arrests, including for assault. She's now charged with second-degree.
9 prior arrests, including assault. You see, I think that we often hear people demonizing a certain type of person, right? Demonizing a certain look, demonizing a certain skin and gender combination, and then they just don't say shit about anything else. They don't say shit about anything else because it doesn't fit their narrative once again, just like the fake news, the politics, and things of that nature. It doesn't fit their narrative, and so if it doesn't fit your narrative, then we're just going to sweep it under the rug. And it doesn't matter if it still ultimately affects the same group, demographic and group that supports us and expects us to actually put forth good truth and reality. No, we're going to keep up the narrative because the narrative makes us money. Just like it does in politics, it runs the world. And in the meantime, the real harm being done still gets swept right under the rug. Why? Because we have a bunch of narratives that we have to push. We have to push a certain idea. We got to push a certain look, a certain image. If you don't fit that look and that image, then by golly, you're just a goddamn hater. You don't fit that idea of what I feel, what I think, and how I think about the situation, then you're just a panderer. All right? You're just a liar. Oh, but black men do it more. Okay, well, you stick around. We got a lot of cases for you. This is one of many. Right.
Murder and criminal possession of a weapon. In a statement, Brooklyn District Attorney Eric Gonzalez said, "This was a cold-blooded execution of a woman who was a beloved mother, daughter, sister, and friend who did not deserve to have her life taken away from her. The defendant has now been apprehended, and we will seek to bring her to justice for this senseless and tragic killing." As far as how Johnson's mother feels now that Banton is behind bars,
better than I felt in a long time. I just gotta keep praying because it's all I can do.
Mama's barely holding on, and she's probably gonna end up passing because of a broken heart within I don't know. Hopefully not. Hopefully she lives a fruitful and meaningful life, whatever that looks like at this point after losing her child to such a horrific tale of events, right? Horrific turn of events. But these stories aren't as uncommon as you might think, ladies and gentlemen. I think that divesting oftentimes gets lost upon black men only But I think that vesting needs to be reworded, reworked, rebranded into completely absolving oneself of certain types of people, period. Both men and women. Because you got some fools on both sides. You best believe it. More stories coming up in a little bit. Stay tuned.